What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're retesting the EXT fixed blade by Afflictor Broadheads. My backyard here, surrounded by my wife's lovely Halloween decorations. You just have to bear with those. Today we're taking a look at these Afflictor Broadheads. You might not have heard of Afflictor before. This is a fairly new broadhead to the market. They got their launch and launched their product line in around 2015, and that's when their products first hit the market. Now, personally for me, I had never even heard of Afflictor, and I was looking to make the switch this year from an expandable broadhead to a fixed blade broadhead, and that's what drove me to this product right here. So I got on YouTube and started watching a couple of gear reviews because I was looking for the best fixed blade out there, or at least the best one for my budget. So I wasn't looking to spend for anything over like $50 for a 3-pack, because to me that's a little bit too pricey for something that you're going to be shooting through an animal. But anyway, after a couple of reviews, this name Afflictor kept sticking in my head, and they were up towards the top of a lot of these different tests that people did. I watched 3 or 4 different guys that made really good videos, really educational about the bleed out rates between different broadheads, deflection test, arrow flight. I think there was one about maybe durability, where they shot them through some really tough plywood or some steel, galvanized steel or something. I can't remember specifically, but they did a couple of different categories. And Afflictor wasn't always first. I think they might have got first in a few things. They did really well on the bleed out, but they were always hanging around up there towards the top. So I took a look at a couple of the top ones, and I really settled on these Afflictors, and there's a couple of reasons why. First of all, Afflictor makes several different types of broadheads. They make expandable, they make a fixed blade, a couple different models of each, and they make hybrid blades. Now their hybrid ones look identical virtually, but these furls are actually, or furls, however you pronounce it, they're hidden into the main core of the broadhead, and when it launches through that arrow, they lock out like this. So that's why it's a hybrid. It expands, and then when it locks out, it becomes a fixed blade as it passes through the animal. So this model of fixed blade is the EXT, the fixed blade EXT. I think they have a red arrow EXT, maybe that's the hybrid. It's a special edition, Kip Campbell from Red Arrow TV. But they've got a couple of different models. They've got the K2, the EXT. I think those are kind of their bread and butter, and they have hybrid versions of each of those, and then they have a K2 Mini as well. I don't really know what all of those are about. This is the one that caught my eye. This is one I went with. The tip of this is quite elongated versus what you're going to see on most cut-on contact things. Most cut-on contact blades don't have a tip that's this big. Long swooping cut blades for penetrability, and you'll notice that this isn't super sharp to the touch, even down the sides. This down here is a lot sharper, but the reason they did that is I watched a video. One of the guys with the Afflictor said that as they made these sharper in their testing, as they shot through ballistic gel, it had a tendency to catch and drag and reduce penetration. So they made it sharp, but not like razor sharp. So it's just a little bit slicker as it slides through the animal, and their penetration tests were excellent, so it must work for them. As you'll notice, this is pretty much built on a 2-blade platform, but on the sides there's these 2 small bleeder blades, and that's just going to increase trauma, bleed out. It's going to increase the wound channel, basically make it a lot more ethical of a kill on an animal, a quicker harvest essentially. It's going to leave a lot better blood trail for us, the hunter. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. I say that because I've never actually shot these, as I begun the video saying I was looking for fixed blade this year. So I haven't shot these in the field. This is completely an out-of-the-box, first impression type of gear review. I wish I could get you guys a video on that, and maybe there'll be one to follow at the end of this season if I shoot anything. But yeah, if we waited all deer season, I would probably end up not shooting anything, and then there'd be no video at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. I did take one out of the box, throw it in an arrow and shoot it down range, and from 30 yards it smacked dead center So 30 yards isn't too far out there. A lot of times the farther back you get, your mistakes, or if your arrow's not tuned right for broadheads, you know, if your bow or your arrow aren't tuned exactly right, the mistakes will really show up when you have other rudders in the front trying to steer that arrow. But maybe when I back it up to 60, we'll see. But at 30 yards, I just got these today, so I haven't done a lot of shooting with them. At 30 yards, it flew like a field tip, and you know, I wanted to at least shoot one before I told you guys about this broadhead. So, you know, I'm excited about that. Everyone says they fly really well, and in the tests I saw, they flew really well. So, I'm excited about these a lot. Price point. So for a 3-pack of these, this came out to $42.99, and I paid like $5 to expedite the shipping just so I could get this here in time. So $42.99, pretty comparable to a lot of the other broadheads on the market. Like I said, fell within my budget, and you know, that's about what you're going to pay for a lot of different things. Now there's some higher price broadheads out there that are coming onto the market. When I was at the ATA show in Indianapolis, I don't remember what year that was, a couple years ago, they were launching a couple of really pricey broadheads that, you know, were just supposed to last forever. So there is a market for that, but this is not one of those top dollar, but I do think it's a top quality type of broadhead. One thing I will say about Afflictor that I was impressed with is I've also been looking for just, you know, other hunting gear on the internet, shotgun shells and ammo, and I'm sure you guys know, just a lot of gear is just totally back ordered, out of stock completely. You can't get your hands on it. When I ordered these from Afflictor, obviously, like I said, they came right away. They were sent out quickly, and it didn't seem like they had any issues with back order or keeping stock. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe nobody likes them, so they don't shoot them, but I don't think that's the case. But I was really impressed with Afflictor for being able to keep their stock in that way. So good for those guys. Now, I know for some companies this is reasons beyond their control with the labor force and things, so I'm not blaming anybody, but I was very impressed with what they had in stock and were able to get shipped out. So this broadhead, the EXT, is 1.25 inch cutting diameter. Factor in the extra, I think it's 5/16 bleeder blades. You know, don't quote my math here. So I'm not even going to do it. You guys do the math on the. I haven't figured it out yet, so I don't know exactly what it comes out to, but a pretty good wound channel. 1.25 inch looks a lot bigger in person than it does on the internet or in their on their website. When I received it, that was one of the first things I noticed in the package, is that it looked a lot bigger than it did online. So I'm definitely happy about that, because, you know, not that a smaller broadhead won't work, but I'm just glad these are just a little bit bigger. About exactly what I was looking for, really. So. You know, that's about it for these things. The blades are replaceable. You don't have to buy a brand new broadhead, and Afflictor does sell the replaceable kits for 3 of these for like 14 bucks or something. So durability is definitely a plus for a fixed blade, and for the Afflictor broadheads, selling the kits like that, that'll be really nice next year. Unless the thing gets completely mangled, I'll be able to just change out that word I have trouble with. I apologize, guys. I'll be able to change out the blades and you know, throw them down range again, throw them through another animal. So I'm excited about the prospect of that, not having to buy new broadheads constantly. Yeah, I'm just excited to get back into the fixed blade game. Hopefully these Afflictors work out for me. If not, I might have a new video for you guys on a different brand, but we're gonna see how they do first. They look gnarly, really good looking broadhead, and like I said, I'm super pumped to shoot them, pumped to get back in a tree. Our season just came in. I haven't been able to get back out yet, but I'm hoping to bring some more content to you guys soon, and you'll come along with me on my deer season expeditions this year. Hopefully we throw an Afflictor through a nice big giant whitetail. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great and safe hunting season.